Top 10 Most Magical Castles Around the World. Neuschwanstein Castle, Germany. This magical spot is located in the southern region of Germany called Bavaria. It was opened to the public in 1886, just 7 weeks after the death of King Ludwig II. The king had built this monumental palace in order to hide away from public view, but today it's one of Europe's most popular castle attractions. In the summer months, more than 6,000 people stream through the castle and grounds per day. If you want to avoid the crowds, we recommend booking your flights to Munich for spring or fall. Burghof Osterwitz, Austria. Claiming to be the inspiration for the castle in Sleeping Beauty, Burghof Osterwitz is a stunning fortress on the top of a hill, which consists of 14 gate towers that were built between 1570 and 1586 to ward off invading Turks. Each tower has a different challenge to overcome, including spikes that could be dropped on invaders who dared to pass underneath. Château de Chillon, Switzerland. Walk from the Montreux waterfront along the beautiful Chemin Fleury, a paved promenade that is lined with flowers bursting in color during the summer months, and you'll soon happen upon Château de Chillon, a hulk of a fortress that overlooks Lake Geneva. This 13th century castle is a maze of halls, courtyards, and towers that are filled with artwork, furniture, and weapons from the Middle Ages. The Gothic dungeons are spooky but should not be missed. Windsor Castle, England. Windsor Castle is in fact the oldest and largest occupied castle in the world and is Queen Elizabeth II's official residence. The castle's history dates back almost 1,000 years and is filled with interesting stories of the kings and queens that have called this place home. Windsor Castle is set on an estate that covers 13 acres and features some magnificent state apartments, all furnished with treasures from the royal collection. St. George's Chapel, an elegant spot where 10 monarchs are buried, Queen Mary's doll's house, and the drawings gallery. Catherine Palace, Russia. Construction on this palace started in 1717 and was built for Catherine I of Russia. Most of the palace's rooms and its exterior have been meticulously restored. Highlights include the Great Hall, Cavalier's Baroque dining room, the Green Pilaster rooms, and the famous Amber Room, which features panels that were a gift from Peter the Great. Chambord Castle, France. This gorgeous palace was built for Francois in 1519 in the lowlands of the Sologne region. The forest nearby was a popular place to hunt wild boar. The young king only ever stayed here for a few weeks, but instead used it as a place to entertain and welcome monarchs and ambassadors visiting from elsewhere in Europe. Château de Chambord is one of the few castles from that age that has escaped any major changes to its original design, and all we can say is it's a stunner. It's a 2-hour trip with a rental car from Paris. Kilkenny Castle, Ireland. Kilkenny Castle was built in the 12th century by William Marshall, the first Earl of Pembroke, in order to control a shallow part of the River Nore where intruders could easily cross. Today, it's one of Ireland's most popular tourist attractions. In the winter months, visits are by guided tour only, but from February to October, you can lead yourself around the castle. Prague Castle, Czech Republic. There are few castles of such epic proportions as Prague Castle. Construction began in the 9th century and measures 1,870 feet long and 426 feet across, covering an area equivalent to 7 football fields. Inside the castle walls is a fascinating collection of historic houses and buildings that today house museums and galleries. Mont Saint-Michel, France. This rocky island, only reachable in low tide, off the coast of Normandy in France, is only home to a dozen or so people, but attracts more than 3 million visitors every year to its UNESCO World Heritage Site. The narrow alleyways transport you back to the Middle Ages. The whole atmosphere is simply magical. The tides in this bay are known to be unpredictable and can cut visitors off from the mainland without notice. We can think of far worse places to be stranded, though, while you wait for the tide to roll out again. Alcázar of Segovia, Spain. This palace in Spain is an impressive stone fortification located in Segovia's old town. It rises dramatically out of a rocky crag and below the Eresma and Claymores rivers meet. Just off in the distance are the gorgeous Guadarrama Mountains. This is one of the most iconic castles in Spain, and while it was originally built as a fortress, it has also been used as a royal palace, a state prison, and a military college. Does it look a little familiar? Walt Disney modeled Cinderella's castle after it.